What's happening, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Red Oak Outdoors. My name is Aaron, and it is another beautiful day down here in southern New Mexico. We are here, Elephant Butte Lake. We're at the old boat ramp. The water's come up a lot. I mean, back in the day, we were, putting in the kayak like right at the end of the boat ramp where it transitioned into dirt. So it's pretty good. I don't think I've ever been over here with the water this high up before. It's pretty nice, pretty nice. The lake is definitely starting to come up. It's looking good, beautiful. It could definitely come up another, you know, 30 foot, and I'd be really happy. Then we can go back to our old crappie holes and white bass holes back up Ash Canyon over that way. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. But that is not really the point of today's video. I mean, as much as we can reminisce about the good old days. But today, we've got the kayak out. I know it's still the middle of winter. It is cold. It's a little breezy, but it's not bad. It's actually, for, February, pretty nice warm day. But you'll notice we have our 2x4 on here. And this is what we're going to mount a trolling motor onto. This trolling motor in particular. And so, as you guys have probably seen from the title and thumbnail, I am going to mount this trolling motor onto the kayak, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it is going to be successful. I have a battery and a box over here, and I have everything in total is under $100 as far as the battery, the mounts, and the trolling motor. The trolling motor I got from my dad. He's had it since I was a kid, so it's just been sitting in his garage. So I was like, "Hey, Dad, can I have that?" And he's like, "Sure, son, go ahead and take it." And so I just grabbed that from my dad. So that's kind of where I saved all my money. And then the battery itself, normally batteries are like $100 for like marine batteries, but this is like a 29 DC battery, I think, or something. I don't know. I don't remember the specification, but it was on clearance at Walmart. You can see the yellow tag. You know, 75 bucks. 75 bucks. There we go. English is tough. And then the box itself. So I mean, that's really all. Even our little makeshift trolling motor mount, that was just a 2x4 that was in my buddy's yard. So I snatched that and just, odds and ends. Oh, the track adapters that I have the bolts through to actually like secure it to our rails here. I had those. I bought those when I first bought the kayak because it was a pack of like 6 or so from Amazon. So Yak Attack track adapters. I don't remember what size. I think they're 1 inch, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but I already had that stuff. So really, all my money is just in the battery. And so I've been wanting to make this video for a while too, because I tried some other stuff, didn't work out great, but I feel pretty good about this. We might have to make a few little adjustments here and there, but it'll be good. It'll be good. I'm excited. It's a good time. Also, we finally hit 500 subscribers. So I'm going to do a giveaway, but we'll get more into that here in a little bit. I'm going to get everything kind of situated, mounted on to the kayak, kind of just like do a little test fitting. And then before we launch, we'll talk about our giveaway. So give me just a moment. I'm going to get all this stuff kind of buttoned up. And then, yeah, we'll be right back. Oh, the battery's heavy. All right. That's that. This will go on like this. Yeah. All right. So basically, this is what we're rocking with. Is it going to be perfect? Probably not. Is it going to be a little janky? Absolutely. We're balling on a budget, so it's not going to be perfect, but it is what it is. I'm pretty excited. Let's go ahead and get this cover on here. I'm definitely gonna have to do a little bit of modifications on our battery box here. Makeshift battery box, but it closes. That's cool. And then, all right, very cool. Like I said, we're balling on the budget, so I mean, if it looks janky, that's all right. If it looks bad but it works and it's functional, great. But if it looks bad and it's not functional, then we'll come up we'll definitely come up with some other options. But you know, it is what it is. But for our giveaway, I'm gonna be giving away a 1-year membership to Shop Carl's. It is the biggest tool that I use as a fisherman, because that's where I mean, I try to get almost all of my baits there just because you save so much money. Like with a membership, you get like up to 30% off on practically everything online. And so, and then they have all kinds of really cool deals. So like I paid $14 for this box, and just to put that in perspective, this lure and this lure, boom, a little jerk bait, and this Livingston little rattle trap. These two lures, that's already 15 bucks. And I paid 15 bucks for this whole box. And there's like another crankbait. I don't even know. I've never seen this before, but that's pretty cool. We've got another crankbait. I actually love this color. I use this down in Caballo, and that gets torn up. Little Yozuri rattle trap. Boom, like all these hard baits, man. And then another deep diving crankbait. I mean, all of these baits for $15. So they don't have deals like this all the time, but with a membership, you'll have access to all kinds of stuff. 30% off of like all the baits that you would normally buy, and just sent straight to your house. It's a pretty good deal. And so that's our giveaway for 500 subscribers. I mean, it's been crazy. I think that 500 people have decided to, support the channel. It's pretty awesome. But I'm going to talk to you guys once we get on the water about how to enter that giveaway. We're going to use some of these baits today. Probably not all of them, just because, it's still cold. I'm not expecting the bite to be crazy. But, with as warm it is today and as warm as it was yesterday, we might be able to make something happen. If we catch a fish, great, but that's not really the mission. If we can, if this setup is going to work, I'll count today a success. If it doesn't work, then it is what it is. We'll just have to go back to the drawing board, maybe just stick with our paddles and, all that fun stuff. But anyway, I'm going to grab my life vest. Definitely grab the paddles just in case it fails. Don't want to get stranded. And maybe another lure or two. All right, folks. Got you guys on the GoPro now. We've got our paddles there just in case we have some, catastrophic failures. I think we're good to just hit the water now. We'll just kind of be a little gentle with the kayak. I also changed into my waders too, just because it's cold. I don't want to get soaked. Oh man. That battery definitely puts a lot of weight in the back of this thing, so it is a little bit of a concern. I'm not too terribly worried though, mainly because the weight capacity for this kayak is like 400 pounds, 450 pounds, something like that. So we should be good, Let's see. Let's go ahead and just hop up in here. The balance of the kayak does not feel any different, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna have a bit of a lean, either forwards or backwards, but it feels just as stable, even with all this extra weight. So that's cool. We just gotta get that thing turned around. All right. Let's kick it in first gear. We're moving. We're not cruising very fast. I might have to, I kind of like that level. I also don't have a rudder on the back, so I might have to do some adjusting. Let's kick it up a little bit. Let's kick it up to, let's just launch it into 5. Oh gosh, we're cruising. Holy cow, we're booking it. This is cool, guys. We're moving right now. Guys, this is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. I have a trolling motor on my kayak, guys. Now, if I had a rudder, I think I'd be able to cruise a little bit more straight, but listen, this thing rips, dude. This thing absolutely rips. Check out this wake behind us, guys. I mean, it's not really a wake, but for a kayak, I mean, check this out. How cool is that? We're just moving. Scooting. This is so cool, guys. Oh man, I'm so happy. But look, I don't even, I can just put my paddles up. I don't need these. This kayak was sick before this, but this is 10 times better. Dude, this is kind of nice. This is kind of nice, guys. Not even gonna lie. Gotta get you one of these. Dude, we are cruising right now. This is so cool. All right, so also next step, we are going to have to register our kayak now that it has a motor on it. I do not have that done currently, but I think within this next week, we'll get it done. How cool is this, guys? How cool. This thing scoots. All right, I'm turning it off, and I'm going to have to adjust it up a little bit so it doesn't scrape the rocks. Nice. And now we're cruising. We're actually a lot more shallow than I was anticipating, but that's all right. We can make our little adjustments with our paddles. And as we fish, we'll just use I'll start off with a jerk bait. But man, I am elated, guys. I can't tell you guys how excited I am. All right, guys, I've literally only thrown like 5 casts maybe, and I'm just like, dude, I want to start ripping around some more, man. This is fun. Too much stinking fun. I just dropped it down to 3. I want to see how long it takes for us to get from here at least over to the dam. All right, so, and if you guys are still watching, let's talk about our giveaway for just a moment. You know, everybody, they do their giveaways a little bit differently, but this is going to be pretty simple. All you got to do, like the video, subscribe, make sure that you're subscribed, and then comment down in the bottom, or in the comment section, you know, down there, what you guys think I should do next. Because I definitely want to mount a fish finder, but I'm probably going to do like another, you know, budget DIY sort of deal, just because, you know, like I said, man, we're balling on a budget. But let me know what else we should add to the kayak. But I think a fish finder would really complete it. I think it would just be like the last missing piece. I'm definitely gonna have to do a little bit of modification to our battery box, you know, add some rod holders and stuff, just because now that our little trolling motor mount covers up our other rod holders, so we'll have to make some adjustments there. But I think that we are going to be in really, really good shape going forward. I mean, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. But anyway, like I said, like the video, subscribe, then let me know what other modifications we should make to the kayak. Yeah, and that's really all you got to do. All you got to do. All right, so we've pretty much made it to the marina.
but it is definitely noticeably slower now. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll turn around and I'll head back over to the truck. I have it in gear 3 right now, so it should be all right. It should be decent. And now I know for a fact too the battery isn't fully charged. I literally bought it yesterday, had it in the back of the truck. I didn't charge it at all, so I have a charger at home, so I'll put it on that trickle charge tonight. That way, next time we come back out, I mean, it'll be ready to rock and roll. And I think for a normal day of fishing too, I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, we still have the paddles too, so what I'm thinking is what we may do is just use the trolling motor to get to our spots, and then from there use our paddles just to, you know, kind of scoot around, you know. All right, guys, we're about halfway back to the truck now, and the trolling motor quit. So I don't know if it was the trolling motor itself that quit. The top unit does feel a little warm. It made like this weird buzzing noise. I had the camera off, and then it started humming a little bit, then it quit. So I don't know if it was just the battery got low, or if it's the trolling motor itself. I was literally thinking too, like if I got a larger size trolling motor or a larger pound thrust trolling motor, it wouldn't have to work so hard to keep us moving, you know, at a decent speed, I should say. So it wouldn't have to draw as much amperage, which would help it last a little bit longer, potentially. So that could be, excuse me, that could be an option. But, you know, I think for right now, let's see if it'll, yeah, the trolling motor's not kicking on, so that's all right. That's more than fine. I am more than pleased with the results of today's adventure. So, with that said, we're gonna go ahead, make our way back over to the truck, and go from there. All right, we are out of the water. My butt kind of hurts a little bit. I have to replace my seat this year, it seems like. But I will say, after this trolling motor died, I definitely noticed that extra weight from the battery on this thing, just paddling a little bit heavy. All right, guys, so I think I figured out our problem. I noticed that when I took the positive off, there's clicking in there. So I think it might just be like a safety, just trying to keep that thing from overheating and burning itself out. Because I mean, from here, where we're at here, all the way to this point, like right here, past this little house, all the way to like the other side, I had that thing like full throttle all the way over there and then like halfway back. So I mean, this thing was definitely under a lot of stress, and it is an old trolling motor, so I think it was just kind of saving itself from burning up. So I think that's what's happening. Maybe possibly it could just be like a little reset thing, but you know, now after taking it off there and putting it back on, it kicks back on again. So that's just my thought, which is it's good to know. Good to know. But I think what we might have to do, we can still utilize this one, but I might have to get a larger trolling motor, one that has this like maybe like a 45 or 55 pound thrust. That way we don't have to have it all the way cranked up, and we can still, you know, scoot around the lake. That's just my thought anyway. But let me know what you guys think. Also, remember, let me know what else I should do to modify the kayak. I also have an anchor that I'm going to put on here. I think last year I had to cut my other one off. Big rip. But either way, we have some other stuff. Fish finder, whatever else. Maybe even like power poles. I don't know how I would build power poles, but we can look at that too. That'd be kind of cool. But I have some other stuff I want to do real quick. I got some folks that I got to meet in town, run some errands and all that kind of stuff. But I think I see this dock over here, and I'm gonna just throw a few lures. But if I catch anything, I'm gonna post that either on Instagram or Facebook, probably both, and then we'll kind of go from there. We'll just call it right here. But anyway, thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers. It means the world to me. You guys are so awesome, and I mean, this is just a really fun journey, and I'm out of breath from talking so much, but I really enjoy posting these videos and sharing my adventures with you guys. It means a lot, and just the people that I've been able to meet and connect with, it's been real. It's been a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for an amazing time, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.